The novel takes us right into the heart of Mary Shelley's unimaginable grief. After losing multiple children, she has a miscarriage so severe that Percy literally saves her life by putting her in a bath of ice. And in the novel's telling of it, death isn't some metaphor. He's a character standing right there in the room, smoking a cigarette, just watching her.
And then, in this absolutely stunning jump, the novel cuts from Mary's physical agony to F. Scott Fitzgerald's emotional collapse a century later. He's on the French Riviera, totally trapped in what he calls an unholy depression, trying to write his masterpiece. The novel basically says that his disillusionment is a direct echo of her grief. That tap 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 of his typewriter, it isn't the sound of creation, it's the sound of a dream dying.
So, you see what's happening here, right? This is the absolute core of the argument. Frankenstein comes out of Mary Shelley's waking dream during a dark, stormy summer filled with personal loss. And The Great Gatsby is born from Scott Fitzgerald's unholy depression and the total wreckage of his marriage. The novel just insists that these masterpieces were not bolts of lightning from a clear sky. They were exorcisms, art created to cast out personal demons.
So, where does this shared story of light and darkness finally lead? Well, the novel's last act dives into the tragic, intertwined fates of both couples, and it asks this chilling question: what is the ultimate price of genius? The book presents their endings as this tragic, inescapable echo. Percy Shelley drowns in the storm at sea. 100 years later, Scott Fitzgerald dies of a heart attack, his fame pretty much gone. And in maybe the most haunting parallel of all, Zelda Fitzgerald dies in a fire at a psychiatric hospital. The novel's final point is that they were marked for greatness, and that mark was a kind of curse, a fire that was just destined to burn incredibly bright and then burn out completely.
And this phrase from the novel, doubled stuff of mirrored life. That's the key to the whole thing. The book's final and most audacious claim is that these aren't two separate stories at all. They are one timeless, repeating story about the very nature of creativity. A story where brilliant light just cannot exist without profound darkness, where genius and tragedy are really just two sides of the same cursed coin.
So in the end, the novel leaves us with this haunting and frankly deeply unsettling question. Is great art born from great suffering? Is there a terrible price for genius? And were the Shelleys and the Fitzgeralds just two couples a century apart who were forced to pay that price in full? It's a question that challenges our whole understanding of creativity, and it's one that this incredible novel really forces us to confront.